was Doctor.
Yeah. The son's name was Ivan.
Ivan Doctor?
Yeah.
Like Dr. O, just Doctor. What kind of name is that?
Well, I didn't give it to them. They putz. Oh, this is where I used to live. There was no shrubs. There was no porch. There was entrance in the back.
So you lived over there first? Right?
Yeah. I slept. I think Rita slept next to me. My parents slept in the back with my grandparents. There was the stoop where we used to play stoop ball. You know what stoop ball is?
Why don't you tell me?
You have a ball and you try to get the corner of the stoop, you know, of the ledge, and you hit it and then it goes. We would come in the morning and line up in the middle schoolyard by class. And they'd take us up. And then for lunch, we'd go home. And then come back like at whatever the time was. And then still 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. we got out.
And you hung out with girls?
Yeah, we had girls and boys. We had actually in that corner house, her name was Harriet Gonzalez. And she had a big basement, so we used to hang out there all the time. Well, we would hang out on MJ.
Well,
on Saturdays, we used to go to the movies, but before we went to the movies, we went to Joy Park, the Chinese restaurant, where we got a meal for 99 cents. We got shrimp and lobster sauce, fried rice, and soup. And that was 99 cents. Then I think I had about 75 cents left. We would go to the movies for a quarter and get candy. All that for 75 cents.
what happened after your dad died?
My mother kind of lost it. She just lost it. And then the 2 sisters came to live with us. And it was just a fog after that. I don't remember really. I just remember them being there. I don't remember them leaving. I don't remember them coming after that. They were there. Well, first of all, I wanted to go to Midwood with my friends, and Mary wouldn't do it. But she did it for Rita. I did try out for the team, and I made it, and they were all happy. And they gave me a jacket, but the school said no. And so I went to Lafayette. I stayed. Did my 4 years.
Go back to what it was like when Ruby moved in with the kids.
It was shit. I had a roommate. Rita got a roommate. I had a 13-year-old in my room. Rita had a 7-year-old. And they were so stupid. His name was Alan, and he was short. So they would say Little Alan and Big Alan. Go to the pool room, which was downstairs, which my father said, if you go again, hoodlums. Hoodlums.
So did you go again?
Of course. Of course. In fact, this Ivan Doctor, who I told you about the family, he was excellent. He used to beat everybody. And I racked for him. So they used to throw the rack a couple of pennies or quarters or whatever. So I made some money doing racking.
So you were a hoodlum?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a hoodlum. You know, a place where you get art supplies, pens and pencils, and all kinds of stuff, you know, like stationery stuff. But once I was there with my friends, and I took a pencil, but you hit the back, and lead came out, and I brought it home. And my father said, "Where'd you get that?" I said, "Well, I took it." Oh. She said, "You take that and you take it right back now and you pay for it." I said, "No, I will. You definitely will." And then I did. He was pissed. He was pissed.
So that was the beginning of your life of crime?
Yeah. And I never did it again.
I bet.
Still maintain my friendships. Still to till this day, I still have 3 or 4 good friends from public school, and we talk over a period of time, and then we get together maybe once a month, once every year or 2. I worked at Brighton Beach Baths for two summers. It was a place where people went, families went. Then they had these little cabanas, and I was like a guard. We used to patrol the areas, make sure people didn't sneak in, and make sure when the people went out to the beach, they got stamps so they can get back in. I did that for 2 summers. That was right before, I think my father died, because I got the job through my father when he was in the hospital. The guy next to him worked for the baths, and he was able to get me the job. The first game he took me to was a doubleheader, but in those days, you didn't stay for a doubleheader. You left after the first game. So, but he also took me a few times, and then we used to go on our own on Saturday, stand on line. We used to play punch ball and stick ball outside while we waited. And then it was a mad ditch because it wasn't reserved seating. It was come as you go, general admission. We never sat in the bleachers because I just didn't want to sit in the bleachers. We would pick shots. My father gave me a little more money to sit in reserve seats.
So you saw Jackie Robinson?
Yeah, we went up to the field and we saw him. He was like standing like you are, said hello, but
You got to watch him play.
Oh yeah, we did. We watched him play that whole team.
Benny was Spiegler till he got here, and then he changed it.
Yeah, well, when I went up to his place, where he had his aquarium in the building, when you got to the floor, it said Spiegel and Spikler, or Spikler and Spiegel.
So it actually said that on the sign.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's it. Then yeah. So at some point,
So I asked my uncle, but when did they change it to Spickler? He said when they went to school, they changed it. I know he was in the hospital for my graduation, because that's where we went. I'm trying to think. Right after my graduation, I think we drove up to Sloan Kettering, I think. So I could see my father. They wanted my father to see the cap and gown. I was working for one of his customers and a printer, and I was in the office, and my uncle called to tell me, and then we had to go get my grandfather. They were at the funeral with a lot of people, a shitload of people. Came in when the house was packed, and you were in the house, it's not really meant for a lot of people. But I went in my room, and we hung out there with my friends. And then, I don't remember what the hell happened after that. It was just a great time. People liked each other. Didn't matter know who you were, what you did, where you came from. Got guys, girls, didn't matter. Families used to sit out on the stoop at night, or during the day, hang out on the stoop. We played stoop ball, and the parents would sit out too sometime. It was just fun. We had Italians and Jews, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter who you were or where you came from.
tell me about
Saturdays.
Wait. Okay.
Statue of Princess Right? Okay.
That's so funny. No, you're not. Well, you said it the first time.
Burnt my ass on the damn thing because it was metal.
Now, go ahead. Tell me.
Am I ready?